Hi, hello, namaste. Welcome to my Abhyas. I am Rajeshwari, your mathematics teacher. So this session is also a continuation of arithmetic progression. So hope last session was interesting and we have learned a beautiful concept on nth term. Now let us see one important, of course, formula only. Let us see about it. Okay. Now for that, let us take one situation. What happened? There was a quiz competition. Okay, the situation is like this. So there was a quiz competition among two teams. That is team A and team B. Fine. So in that quiz competition, there was a question that what is the sum of the first 10 multiples of 6? The question is, what is the sum of first 10 multiples of 6? And so this was a question asked in a quiz. So team A answered very quickly by using shortcut. Some shortcut they used. But team B, what they were doing is, they just took 6 ones are 6 to the 12, 6 threes are 18. They just they wrote all the 10 terms, 10 multiples, and they started adding. Okay. Here what they did, they took a small shortcut, that is first term, that is 6, and the last term 60. Okay. And totally how many numbers? From 6 ones are to 6 tens are? 10 numbers, right? So what they did, say they took 10 numbers and they divided by 2. Very quickly, within fraction of minutes, they got this answer. So 5 into 66 as 330. They kept on counting. So let us find out how team A would have done this shortcut. So that is what we just call it as sum to n turns. Sum to n turns of an AP. Sum to n terms of an AP. Have you understood the situation? Here, two teams, they did by the long method, addition. Though it is 10 terms, they started adding. They used, team A used some shortcut. Fine. So they got the answer very quickly. So that very quick answer, that formula we are going to derive today in this session. Clear? Fine. Now for that we have to start with any idea? Yes, we are going to start with the general form of an AP. Fine. Now just analyze, why do we require this short form? So it was the 10 numbers they could able to add. Of course, by taking 5 minutes or within 5 minutes they could able to add. So is it possible to add 100 numbers? You know, they may be so energetic and very intelligent, they may start adding. But is it possible to find the sum of 100 numbers? Can we copy down all the 100 numbers and keep on adding? Yes, we can add, but it is tedious, means it is difficult and time consuming. Fine. So to save our time, okay, so we have to use a shortcut that is called as sum to n terms of an AP. Sum to n terms of an AP. So shall we start the derivation now? See, let us consider the general form of an AP. The general form of an AP. So what is that? Recall, it is A plus B, A plus 2D, and so on. You know the last term also. That is AN is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Fine. So this is the general form of an AP. Now let us rewrite the same general form in a reverse order. Okay. Rewriting the equation 1 in reverse order. So, we have to name this as equation number 1 now. Now, so this is the last term. Last term will become the first term now. Like that. It is a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. So, before that, we just take it as a plus n minus 2 into d. Before that, a plus n minus 3 into d. Before this means 1 less than this number, last but 1, last but 1, and so on. Till we reach the first term. That is a plus 3d, comma, a plus d, comma, a. This is equation number 2. Is it clear to you? Yes. First we wrote the general form of an AP and second time we wrote the reverse order. And I have given the heading as sum to n terms of an AP. Sum to n terms of an AP means we have to introduce the sign plus between the terms. Yes, no? So, this becomes arithmetic series. What is the meaning of series? Means number of terms together, joined together. Have you heard of the word serial lights? The lights are arranged in the same order, in some particular order. Yes, no? Means they are joined together. That is called series or serial. Film serials very lengthy. Yes, no, it goes on. So like that only here, series, arithmetic series means sum to n terms of an AP. We have used a plus sign in between. We are adding all the terms together. Now, what should we do now? Just add this now, adding equations 1 and 2. Adding equations 1 and 2. Okay. Before adding equations 1 and 2, let us get the LHS of these two equations. So, what is this LHS? Yes, I have given the name as sum to n terms, I said. So, can we take it as SN? S is nothing but the sum to n terms. Sum to n terms. Fine. Now, adding means adding both the sides means LHS also and RHS also. So, add it now. So, what do we get here? In the next step, it is 2 times Sn. Write it. It is 2 times Sn, which is equal to 2a. Here, you have to take a single term of this one, first term of this, and first term of this, equation 2 and equation 1. Look at this, a plus n minus 1 into d plus a. Okay, so this becomes 2a plus n minus 1 into d as it is. Yes, the first term, addition of first term and the first term is over. Now, let us take second term, that is a plus n minus 2 into d. For that, correspondingly, we should add the second term of the first equation. So, what is that? It is a plus d. Look at this. This. So, when we add a plus d here, so what do we get? Again, we get 2a plus n minus 1 into d. See here, n minus 2d plus 1d means we have to subtract this, group and subtract. We get n minus 1 into d only. Okay, you can do it in the working column. So, write down here. So, it is for the second term, it is again 2a plus n minus 1 into d only. Again, you cross check for third term. Third term, what do we have here? It is a plus n minus 3 into d. A plus n minus 3 into d, for which you are going to add a plus 2d. A plus 2d. Yes. Again here we are going to get 2a plus n minus 3d plus 2d. So which is again 2a plus n minus 1d. Okay. So again you can take d common here. So it is 2a plus n minus 1 into d only. Clear to you? So just write it. 2a plus n minus 1 into d. If you continue this process till the end, okay, so we are going to get again 2a plus n minus 1 into d only. Fine. So this is for how many times you will get it? How many times? It is for n times. This same term we are going to get it for n number of times. This is for n times. Fine. Now we can write that 2 times Sn is equal to, okay, instead of writing n number of times, n times can be written as n into, okay, it is 2 times means 2 into, 3 times means 3 times, means 3 into, times can be replaced as the symbol into. Continue, it is n into 1 time of 2a plus n minus 1 into d. You need not to write, after writing n, you need not to write full series like this. You need not to repeat the same terms again and again. Because I have written the short form n into this term, that is 2a plus n minus 1 into d. N times it is multiplied. Very easy. Have you understood? Now, look at this. It is 2 times Sn, therefore 1 time Sn is equal to, sum to n terms is equal to, now bring this 2 down, it is n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Yes, so this we can call it as the first formula to find sum to n terms. First formula to find sum to n terms. Now you are worrying, madam is going to derive so many formula because I have written first formula. So don't worry, I am not going to derive so many formula here. From this only we are going to get one more form of it. Okay. So first you write on here till here. So derivation will not be asked in the examination, but to remember the formula, you should know the method. You should know the method how we have derived it. So suppose if you miss out any one step, at least any one term wrong, you can just recall the steps what we have done, the derivation. Fine. Hope this derivation is easy and understood. Now let us go to the second form of it. It is Sn is equal to, instead of writing 2a, I will just write it as a plus a. Look at this magic. It is n by 2. Open the bracket. Here it is a plus n minus 1 into d. Something known formula we are coming across. We come across something known formula. What is that? A as it is. So what is this a plus n minus 1 into d? Yes, it is the nth term of an AP. Nth term of an AP is given by an. So this is also one more formula. Suppose if you know the number of terms and the first term and the nth term, we can use this formula. Okay, so this is the second formula of finding the sum to n terms. This is the second formula. Second formula to find Sn. Fine. So I have one more shortcut, that is, put it in box for this also. So here, to use this formula A, that is A plus An, you should know the value of D, of course here. You should know the value of D, then only you can get An. Yes, no? So suppose the problem has not given D. You don't know the common difference. You know only first term and the last term.